You know, sometimes in life, things are just not what they appear to be. For example, sunny San Diego? Are you kidding me? Anyways, we got some really interesting information going on right now in the brokerage industry. So there's a site called Real Clear Policy, and they put out an article about the relationship between the CEO of United Wholesale Mortgage, Matt Ishba, and Anthony Casa. Now, the search term is collusion between mortgage industry giants. That should tell you where this article is going. Now, the push of the article is twofold. One, they assert that United Wholesale Mortgage has lost about half of its value since its IPO, its initial public offering. However, their money and their value is still incredibly massive, wildly massive. The thing here is this is not a UWM issue. This is a mortgage industry issue. See, we're going to close about half of the volume that we did last year. So it stands to reason that any mortgage IPO that was based on last year's numbers is going to have a rough year this year. That's the case. Nevertheless, when you're the face of a company, as Matt Ishba is, that's publicly made its mission to take over Rocket as the largest mortgage lender in the country, this whole thing might be a big bitter pill to swallow. Here's the real damning accusation from the article. And to be honest with you, this has been a long-held understanding amongst a whole bunch of people in the mortgage space. In short, the article is not a surprise to a lot of us. The fact that anybody's talking about it out loud is the surprising part. And here's the reason. Anything that might be viewed as critical of United Wholesale Mortgage is going to be met with fierce resistance from a dwindling but loyal group of followers. And yes, it really kind of is followers. I say this because for those few, anything United Wholesale Mortgage does is going to be rationalized and accepted. And I totally get it. They do a great job for those that blindly kiss the ring of United Wholesale Mortgage. Okay, so here's what the article asserts, and I quote verbatim. It appears Ishba, the CEO and president of United Wholesale Mortgage, is breaking into the loan origination space. That's right, to compete with loan officers that he purports to support. A Philadelphia-based company run by Anthony Casa has recently emerged with Ishba's fingerprints all over it. Casa's U-Mortgage, yes, U-Mortgage, which was registered with the state of Michigan as Premier Processing, was established by Susan Okun. Okun has ties with United Wholesale Mortgage predecessors, United Shores, where she worked as a consultant for years. In addition, an attorney at Ishba and Gagliard, Matt Ishba's father's law firm, was listed as a resident agent for Premier Processing on incorporation document. Ties between United Wholesale Mortgage and U-Mortgage extend deep into the company's ranks of loan officers, including UWM's recognized top LOs in California and the Pacific Northwest. U-Mortgage even employs one in Michigan who recently called UWM home and credits Ishba with mentoring him while he was an employee at UWM. Further, U-Mortgage appears to be closely following in the footsteps of UWM, hiring its top-ranking trainer and coach to develop end-to-end learning experiences for its loan officers, leadership, and other employees. I mean, if we're thinking about this, in short, the assertion is what any CEO of any multi-billion-dollar company would do. This isn't unique to Matt, and that is precisely to find any additional verticals to enrich those who own stock in the company. I mean, let's be clear about this for a moment. Virtually every mortgage company has done this, and virtually every other mortgage company would do this if they had the volume to. This is a natural progression for any multi-billion-dollar corporation. Because if you think that for 1 second that a massive multi-billion-dollar corporation is interested in your personal business, your business model, your brokerage, because you had a Mai Tai with somebody in Miami, you're nuts. Because there are legal and moral obligations to every corporation that states that they need to make as much money as humanly possible.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money.
I mean, so as a loan officer, ask yourself, what's the best way to make as much money as humanly possible? I mean, I don't know, corner you as a client, force you into a contract, then punish you if you ask any questions or decide to get out of said contract. At least that's what I would do if I was in United Wholesale Mortgage's corner. The good thing is, they're not doing this. It might make some people ask questions that make people uncomfortable. And oh, by the way, if you want to read the article, it's right down below.